Hey guys, it's Always Improving, and today we'll be looking at my November setup for my bullet journal. I cannot believe how fast October has been flying by. I felt like I just made my October setup flip through like yesterday, but here it is already. So first, before I could actually begin my setup page, I had to plan for this month. So for November, I decided to go more of a fall theme, and my word of the month is gratefulness. And I just did, again, fall themed things, sweaters, leaves, pumpkins, tea, I even did some swatches of washi tape, but I ended up only using it, I think, once in all of my spreads. I also did sketch a few Halloween-themed things, but then I realized, that's more of an October thing, so I ended up only including some of the colors that I had. I X'd out some of them, and some of the doodles that I had drawn. I also went and found a few quotes that I'll use, and decided to go through some of my habits that I want, my moods, and just a few things that I wanted to plan out before I could begin. My first page in my actual bullet journal setup is a quote page and just the intro page for November. I decided to go with this quote here: "The root of happiness is gratefulness," because of our word of the month. And I did this cute little drawing of a tree with its root being the word root. I thought it was kind of clever to do that. For my intro page, it's kind of similar to one of my other months where I did shapes just around the word, but I decided to do just circles and different colors. So obviously it's just kind of fall colors with bigger and smaller circles surrounding the word November. And my next spread is going to be my calendar. This calendar was pretty simple, actually. I just had a few plain doodles up here. Turkey I decided to include for Thanksgiving, a few more leaves, apples, pumpkins, stuff like that. And instead of just plain circles, I decided to do little red leaves for the dates on this calendar. In this calendar, I'm not going to put like daily tasks or little things that I do a lot. It'll be more things that I wrote in my future log, or appointments, or big tests or exams or stuff like that. But yeah, I kept it kind of simple. I didn't include another quote or anything, just the doodles at the top of the page. Coming up in the next pages are my sleep tracker and my mood tracker. For these, I kept them kind of like my other ones. For my sleep tracker, I have all 30 days of November lined up with 9 p.m. through 9 a.m. For any time that I am sleeping in the night, I can log it the next morning, the number of hours. So I'll just go from, like, if I slept on it would technically be October 31st. It would be from like 10 to 7. I would on November 1st, I would just color in from 10 to 7 and write the number of hours in the part I colored, so that I could keep track of how many hours about I'm going per night on that page. Then on my mood tracker, I decided to use leaves for tracking the mood, and I used autumn colors. Last month for my mood tracker was pretty intricate and extensive, so I decided to make it a bit simpler with only doing one main color per day, and I used a gradient for this by making it from brown to red, including all of the autumn colors to enforce that theme of autumn and orangish, brownish tones. The other tracker that I'm using for this month is my habit tracker. It's pretty simple and similar to October's again, but it's a few different habits. For example, I'm not including Duolingo at all because I have built that into my routine, and I no longer need to track it because I feel like I can do that every day without really thinking about it. But let's see, I have low screen time, about, I don't know, it depends on how I'm feeling about it. Like, if I was using screen time for productive means or something, I'm not going to include that, but it'll just depend on how I feel about that. 30 plus minutes of reading Again, hopefully this will be things that aren't school related. If I can manage to get 30 minutes of personal reading time per day, that would be great. Going outdoors again, because I felt like I didn't do that good enough in October, so hopefully I can in November, even though it's getting a little more chilly. Caught up with social media, that's what SM stands for. Just making sure I have planned all of my videos, or things that I need to have done for my videos or my Instagram posts are done. And caught up with school, similar thing to social media. And the new one is ear piercing care. I recently got a few new piercings for my ears, and I need to make sure I clean them and keep them from getting infected every day. Moving on to another log, not necessarily a tracker, but just a log for me to do every day, is a gratitude log. I can write something I'm thankful for every day, per my word gratitude for this month. And this can be anything really that I feel thankful for that day. I can write here. I think it's pretty important, especially because it's Thanksgiving this month. So I was thinking maybe we could do a video on certain gratitude or thankfulness spreads in bullet journals. Tell me if you would like that in the comments below, because I think it'll be pretty fun, but I'm not sure if you guys would like it. Which again brings me on to this page, my social media schedule. I've made this a little more, useful for me. I have included a section for ideas for my YouTube or Instagram posts. Bullet journal ideas can go on the left, and art ideas, watercolors, stuff like that can go on the right, so I can keep track of ideas. And then once they're finalized, I can put in my 8 video ideas, my 8 finalized video ideas for the month for YouTube, and I can keep track of when I post or am going to post on Instagram as well for the month of November. And to finish off my November setup for this month, I have my usual quote page plus a brain dump. Let's see here. For this quote page, I used really fun fonts, like for expands, I stretched it out, and I used the fall colors, but I used a lot of different ones, like red and orange and yellow and brown, all of them together, and I used really fun fonts, I feel like, so I really like this page. And then finally, the last page is my brain dump page. Kept it really simple, just wrote brain dump with a line, and I can write whatever I need to, lists, ideas for school projects, or just quick notes I need to make to myself for things to do later. That page is pretty much whatever I need for in that moment. I just need to get something down, so I write it down. But yeah, that's all for my bullet journal setup. And now I'm just going to do a quick flip through of my bullet journal setup while I outro the video. So I think this month turned out really good, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. And if you like it, maybe you'll like my other bullet journal setups or some of my other weekly spreads that I have on my channel, so I hope you check those out. And if you did like this video, please give it a like and comment down below what you like about it. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!